What if the real reason people talk over you is because they've learned you won't defend your space? For years you've tried to be polite, so you smile, you wait, you shrink, and the louder person takes the floor like it belongs to them. Today you'll discover 6 smart Stoic phrases that stop interruptions without raising your voice, without sounding emotional, and without begging for basic respect. You'll learn what to say in meetings, in relationships, and with that one person who always accidentally cuts you off. And near the end, I'll show you the one move that makes you impossible to bulldoze without becoming aggressive. Watch till the end. The law you skip might be the one you need most. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the mind which is free from passions is a citadel. Think about that. A fortress doesn't argue with the weather. It simply stands. That is the Stoic goal in conversation too, not to win, but to hold your ground without losing your inner position. Epictetus goes even sharper. He asks why you would feel shame handing your body to a stranger, yet you hand over your own mind to be confused and mystified by anyone who happens to verbally attack you. When someone interrupts you, the attack is not always volume. Sometimes it's control. Sometimes it's a test. Will you surrender the steering wheel of your own attention? And Seneca, writing to Lucilius, reminds you that real influence doesn't need loudness. Philosophy is good advice, and no one can give advice at the top of his lungs. Quiet authority lands deeper than noisy force. This matters now because modern life rewards speed, noise, and constant reaction. Meetings are crowded. Conversations are performative. People interrupt to look smart, to feel dominant, or to avoid discomfort. But Stoicism gives you something rarer: composure plus leverage. In this video, we'll explore 6 phrases that will help you reclaim the floor, set boundaries, and keep your dignity without turning into a hostile person. Phrase 1. Claim the floor calmly. Marcus Aurelius reminds you, it is in our power to have no opinion about a thing and not to be disturbed in our soul. You don't have to react to the interruption like it's an emergency. Most people get cut off and either snap back or go silent and resentful. Both reactions give away power. Stoic meaning is simple. Your calm is your status. You keep it. You keep the frame. Say this steady and low. One moment, let me finish this thought. Then continue your sentence. Do not restart from the beginning. Do not apologize. Do not speed up. Psychological effect. You signal that the conversation has rules and you are not asking permission to exist inside it. But if they keep interrupting, you need the next principle, because repeated interruptions are not clumsiness, they're pressure. Phrase 2. Turn the interruption into a contract. Epictetus teaches that you can examine every appearance before you accept it. The interruption is an appearance that says you must yield. You don't. The weak reaction is to compete. You talk louder. You start battling for airtime. Instead, create a clear exchange. Say this: I'm going to finish, then I want to hear you. You're not shutting them down. You're structuring the conversation like an adult. Use it in meetings, with family, anywhere. Finish your point and stop and actually let them speak. That's important. Why? Because controlled people demand space. Powerful people allocate it, but what if they smirk and keep going anyway? Good. Now you know it's not excitement, it's disrespect. Phrase 3. Name the behavior without emotion. Marcus gives you a tactical rule. Say nothing more to thyself than what the first appearances report. Facts first. Drama last. The first appearance is not, they hate me. It's, I'm being interrupted. So you name it cleanly. Say this, you're interrupting me. I wasn't finished. No extra explanation. No speech about your childhood. No courtroom presentation. This works because it forces a mirror in front of them, and it keeps your nervous system out of the fight response. Ask yourself, if you can't even name what's happening, how will you ever change it? Now, some interrupters will try a different tactic. They'll rush you. They'll speed the tempo so you can't stabilize. That's where the next phrase becomes lethal. Phrase 4. Control the tempo with silence. Seneca describes noise as a test. Words seem to distract me more than noises, for words demand attention. The person talking over you is trying to force your attention to obey them. Most people fill every gap. They're terrified of silence because silence feels like losing. But silence is not losing. Silence is the break. Say this, I'll continue when I have the floor. Then stop. Let the quiet hang. Keep your face neutral. In social psychology, the person who can tolerate silence without flinching usually holds the higher status. And inside your body, the pause resets your breathing and lowers emotional leakage. But before we go further, you need to understand something. Not everyone interrupts for dominance. Some do it to avoid accountability. They cut you off right when you're about to make them face reality. So you need a phrase that locks the point in place. Phrase 5. Pin the point to the table, Marcus Aurelius says. Do not be whirled about. When conversation becomes a spinning storm, you choose steadiness. The weak reaction is to chase their tangent. They interrupt, you follow, and your original point dies. Instead, you anchor. Say this, hold that thought. I am finishing this point first. Then deliver one clean sentence, not 5. 1. This works because it stops the derailment tactic. It also trains your mind to think in disciplined units, short, complete statements that don't invite chaos. And here's the hard truth: if you ramble, you make it easy for people to cut in. Precision is protection. Now for the final phrase, because sometimes the only language an interrupter respects is consequence. Phrase 6. Attach a consequence without threatening. Epictetus warns you not to be ruled by what belongs to others, like their manners, their impulse control, their need to dominate. You control your actions. That includes your presence. The weak reaction is to keep tolerating it, to keep the peace. But you're not keeping peace. You're buying future disrespect. Say this, calm and final. If you keep talking over me, I'm going to end this conversation. We can try again later. And then you follow through. No slam, no speech, no revenge, just exit. This is Stoic power, not emotional punishment. Clean boundaries. Because what's more intimidating than anger? Someone who can walk away without shaking. You now have 6 phrases, but they're not magic spells. They're handles tools you reach for when pressure hits. Remember what we covered. Phrase 1 makes you visible. 1 moment, let me finish this thought. Phrase 2 creates structure. I'm going to finish, then I want to hear you. Phrase 3 names the reality. You're interrupting me. I wasn't finished. Phrase 4 controls tempo. I'll continue when I have the floor. Phrase 5 prevents derailment. Hold that thought. I'm finishing this point first. Phrase 6 ends the game. If you keep talking over me, I'm going to end this conversation. These aren't just ideas, they're tools to rebuild your authority without losing your character. And here's your standard from Marcus. Become the person who does not get whirled about. Become the citadel, the calm place people can't invade. So tomorrow morning, choose one phrase. Practice it out loud 10 times, then use it once in the real world, not with anger, with control, because repetition is how you forge a new identity. Tap like if this resonated with you. Drop your affirmation in the comments. Which phrase hit hardest, and which phrase are you going to use first? Subscribe for unapologetic Stoic truth every single week.